start with a problem. So this is question is find unit vector, find a unit vector perpendicular to both vector A equals to 2 I cap plus 3 j cap plus k cap and vector B is equal to I cap minus j cap plus k cap. So you can see in this question they are asking to find two different vectors, okay, and one single unit vector, not two vectors. They have given two different vectors and the question is to find the unit vector perpendicular to both of these vectors. Okay, so one method to get a perpendicular vector to both means it is a cross product, because we know that when we multiply the two vectors in the cross product format, we get an answer which is a vector, and that vector is perpendicular to both vectors, but that vector is not a unit vector. So the question here says that we are supposed to find out an unit vector perpendicular to both. So definitely this is related to cross product. Okay, so we understand that this has to be a cross product. Right, so the cross product has to be calculated. Now my question is to find the unit vector perpendicular to both. Let's call that as n cap. So n cap is nothing but how to find a unit vector in any direction. It is the vector divided by its magnitude. So vector is given by vector A cross vector B divided by its magnitude. So magnitude is magnitude of vector A cross vector B. So now we want to find out this particular value, right? That is the unit vector n cap. Okay. So to do this, let us start this way. So first let's find out A cross B. So vector A cross vector B has to be the determinant that we are going to solve. So this is I cap, j cap, k cap. A cross B, so you write the components of A first, that is 2, 3, 1, and the components of B will come later. Coefficient of I is 1, j is -1 and k is 1. So normally we have to solve for determinant. So this is I cap into, so I cap ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಈ ನಾಲ್ಕನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 3 into 1 minus -1 into 1. Okay, so this is I into 3 into 1 is 3 minus -1 into 1 is -1, so +1. So 3 plus 1. Then it is minus j cap into, second term is always negative. I have to use this and this. So 2 into 1 minus this. Okay, so we are going to multiply. 2 into 1 is 2 minus 1. So this is 2 minus 1 plus this is k cap into, use these 4. Right? So when I use this, it is 2 into -1 is -2 minus 1 into 3, so that is 3. -2 minus 3 is minus, okay, right, -2 minus 3. So the answer comes to be 4 I cap minus j cap minus 5 times k cap. This is vector A cross B. But in order to find the unit vector, I need to find its magnitude. correct? So magnitude of vector A cross vector B has to be square root of each term square. So 4 square 16 minus 1 square plus 1 minus 5 square is 25. 25 plus 16 plus 1 is 42. So this is root 42. Alright, therefore final answer n cap unit vector is, we will substitute A cross B divided by magnitude of A cross B. So that this has to be equal to A cross B is already there. This is 4 I cap minus j cap minus 5 k cap whole divided by root 42 is the answer. Okay, alright. Now let us solve another problem based on the similar concept. This is find unit vector perpendicular to both vectors. This is 1 by 7 I cap minus 3 by 2 j cap plus 4 by 5 k cap and I by 2 plus j by 3 minus k by 4. Okay, n cap equal to 13 by I cap j cap 84 k cap. Okay, whole divided by divided by 0.915. Okay, all right. That's correct. Next question. So this is about finding the sine of an angle, sine of the angle between two vectors. Okay, so this is find sine of angle between vectors I minus j plus k cap and 2I plus 4 j cap minus 3 k cap. So sine theta is being asked over here. So we know that the vector A cross vector B is magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B into sine theta, right, into n cap, right. So n cap anna nanu tegdu bitre, right, I am left out with only with the magnitude. So this implies magnitude of vector A cross vector B has to be equal to magnitude of A into magnitude of B into sine theta. So now the question is just to find sine theta. So what is our formula? Keep sine theta on one side, move the magnitude of A and magnitude of B to the other side. Okay, when you do that, you get the following equation. So that is magnitude of vector A cross vector B divided by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. So for the time being, first vector is A and the second vector is B. So I need magnitude of A cross B to start with. So let's calculate A cross B first. Therefore, A cross B is equal to I, J, K. This is 1 minus 1, 1, 2, 4 minus 3. It's determinant. So this has to be equal to I cap into, this is plus 3 minus 4, so minus 1, minus j cap into minus 3 minus 2, so minus 5, plus k cap into 4 plus 2, so 6. So vector A cross B is equal to minus I cap plus 5j cap plus 6k cap. So this implies magnitude of this vector A cross B has to be square root of 1 square plus 25 plus 36. So 36 plus 25 plus 1 and root is 7.874. Okay, so 7.874. Now let us also calculate the magnitude of A and magnitude of B. So this is magnitude of vector A is under root, all are 1, so 1 plus 1 plus 1, so that is equal to root 3. Magnitude of B is equal to square root of 2 square plus 4 square plus 3 square. So that is root 29. Therefore, substitute, therefore sine of the angle theta is equal to A cross vector magnitude of A cross B, that is 7.874 whole divided by root 3 into root 29. So that divided by root 3 into root of 29, 0.844. Okay, so sine of an angle cannot exceed plus 1 or minus 1. So ಯಾವುದೇ ಬಂದರೂ minus 1 ಮತ್ತು plus 1 ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಬೇಕು. Even if it is a cos value, answer should be between that. ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮದೇನೋ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. Alright, so right, this is the answer. Let's go to another problem. So find the sine of the angle between the two vectors. Okay, so this is vector A is equal to, this is 3i cap minus 1 by 2 j cap plus 7 by 9 k cap, and vector B is equal to minus 2 by 3i cap plus 7 by 4 j cap minus 2k cap. minus 17 I cap plus 13 J cap plus K cap. Okay, the unit of torque is a force into distance, so Newton meters. Okay, next question. If vector A is given by, that is I cap minus 2j cap, and vector B is given by 2I plus 3 times k cap, find the component of vector A plus B along x-axis and along vector C is equal to I plus J. So we have two questions here. First question is A plus B find ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, and component of A plus B along x-axis is the question. What is the component of that A plus B along x-axis? Second part, what is the component of that vector A plus B along the given new vector C, which is I plus J? Okay. Right, so let us say first find vector A plus vector B. So what is vector A plus vector B? We are supposed to find out now. So that is equal to, simply add the two terms, that is I minus 2j vector A plus vector B 2I plus 3k. So the answer comes to be 3 times I cap minus 2 times j cap plus 3 times k cap is what A plus B. Okay, so now the next part is, if this is the A plus B, what is the component along x-axis that you can find with I cap? Whatever is there with I cap, that much is along x-axis, correct? So first part is very straightforward. So we can simply write the component. So this is answer to first question. Component along x axis is equal to 3 times I, or simply you can write magnitude is just 3. Okay, you can write it there. So the next part is, what is the component of this vector along C? Right, so this vector along C indicates that you have to find the dot product of this vector with the C vector and divide by the magnitude of C vector. Okay, so that's the part. So part B, so component along, right, C vector is equal to, so this, that is vector A plus vector B, take a dot product with C vector and divide it by the magnitude of C vector. That's the answer. So component of any vector can be found with any other vector, like take a dot product and divide by the magnitude. Okay, so this is equal to 3I minus 2j plus 3k, it's A plus B, dot the C vector is I plus j, divided by magnitude of C, which is nothing but 1 square plus 1 square. So this is equal to I and j gets multiplied. So 3 minus 2 divided by root 2. So answer is 1 by root 2. Okay, right. Next question. If vector A is equal to 2i minus 3j plus 7k, vector B is equal to I plus 2j, and vector C is equal to j minus k, right? Question is to find the following. Find A dot B cross C. Okay, so what do? You first find B cross C. Alright, B cross C find Marama, then we'll proceed further. Minus 2 I cap plus j cap minus 2 times k cap. Alright, now I want to perform the vector A dot B cross C. See, B cross C is a vector, A is a vector, so dot product should result in a scalar. So that means I am performing 2i minus 3j plus 7k dot this answer, that is minus 2i plus j minus 2k. Okay, take a dot product. 2 into minus 2 minus 4, so 0. Alright, okay, this is the long method. It is actually shorter method. This is a shortcut. Okay, shortcut is right. If you are supposed to perform vector A dot B cross C ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ, right, you can perform a determinant directly. First ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ I J K ಬರೆಯೋ ಬದಲು A ಅನ್ನು ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಆಯಿತು. So that is 2 minus 3 7. Then write the B and C as it is. Okay, so second ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ B ಬರುತ್ತೆ 1 2 0. Last ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ C ಬರುತ್ತೆ 0 1 minus 1. Now we just check what happens. 0. Okay, so whenever somebody asks you to find A dot B cross C, right, simply you can follow this method to get the answer in a quickest fashion. Okay, so this actually finishes the concept related to vectors.